Good evening. Good evening to you all. Evening and welcome to my life. Good evening to you. All right. I want to talk about siblings marriage. Siblings marriage. Or eventually Ukwu Basalia today. Based on the video that is trending. I'm also seeing comments. Some of us, we like to be very, very emotional. Ndị be anyị na-adịwa emotional n'ife na-enwere isi. Unnecessarily emotional. And ọ dịrọ mma ọ bụrụ ka esi eme. Ebe n'ihe gbasara this siblings marriage, it's not even about omenani again. Ka ya pụzie okwu omenani. I saw so many people, like a few persons. Anyway, there's something I do. If you cannot be bold to come under my post, and you go to like comments of those that are bold enough to say it without even saying, I quietly unfriend. I prefer those ones who be bold. Rick, Dalo. I prefer those ones who be bold. Maro ehe, no ya wamiha. And we remain friends. I respect those people more. Anyway, somebody, some time ago, I made a post. Or like a post to me, he said something and he was becoming offensive. I responded. I caught a on at the post and he went away. I know a friend, I mean no friend me. And this same person helped me yesterday with something I was looking for. But when you go hiding behind people's comments, that is when there is serious problem. What kind of a serious problem? Dalorine. That's when we have a serious problem. Now, Mire Willow made a post, and the post was about Ojelo Puoniro. If he goes out and he gets married if he goes out to meet a woman outside and gets her pregnant, maybe she has a daughter, Ndewo Amaka Igwilo, and she has a daughter, and then his son, with the wife who is married to, goes out to start having a relationship with the girl based on sexual relationship, that it is totally okay, it is fine. No buraro kobo. So to him, there is nothing wrong with it. Now the problem, someone said, why don't you go and tell him private? There are certain things that you do not correct in the private. This person is talking to a large number of people. He has massive followership. When on a secondary school, our teacher will be teaching us, and when they make a mistake, we tell them there and then, auntie or uncle, this thing is supposed to be like this. This is not the right answer. Oh, thank you for correcting me. And they go ahead and do it well. Because they know that every other person is following up. And what's the impact on you, that is what you're going to move with. And they appreciate the correction. But to some people today, when you're correcting somebody, it is you're hating. Or affair. And these same people that are writing these comments, they've never commented on any of my posts. They just jump out today because I called out their daddy. They jump out, all of them. I'm still saying what I'm saying. It is wrong on all fronts. You know, Oyibo would always find a way to play down things. They will always find an English name to give something. Now, we are Africans. There are certain experiences that we have that they do not have. Go to Oyibo land and tell them you're seeing spirits. Some people are talking to you. My dear, you'll be diagnosed with schizophrenia. You have mental problem. They will admit you in the psychiatric hospital. That is what they will do. Because they find a way to play down things or find a scientific term to play it down. Meanwhile, every scientific discovery or claim is a spiritual code cracked. That is one thing you need to know. So now, let's not call it omenani again. There is problem when you marry your sibling. He said it is not spiritual. That is, they're only related by blood. It's not, blood is spiritual, for crying out loud. Blood is spirit. If blood is not spiritual, why are all religions interested in blood? For the Christians, it's about the blood of Jesus. It's about the blood of Cain. It's about the blood of this or blood of that. For the traditionalists, it's about the blood of ram or blood of this or blood of chicken or blood of this or blood of that. Blood itself is spiritual. So why would anybody say that they are just related by blood, and blood is not spiritual? That is just, they are just related by blood. Therefore, they can fuck each other. That is not spiritual, because you did not marry the mother of that child. Nature does not understand marriage. Marriage is a human construct. It's a human thing. Nature doesn't know. What nature knows is that these two persons are coming together. If nature understands marriage, some people will not get pregnant until they are married. If nature understands marriage, then when unmarried people sleep together, they will not have children. Nature does not understand it. What nature understands is that a man and a woman came together. Nature doesn't care if you're married or not. So what nature sees is that these two persons are exchanging energies. The language or the nanaso or more energy, the spirit, that is what they see. Not about any human tag you want to give it. So now, let's forget about spiritual stuff now. About siblings marrying each other. Can I put that spiritual stuff? We all have a recessive trait in us. About biology, you have dominant traits and you have recessive traits. So imagine a trait that has gone recessive, and your family, and you go to marry your sibling. Maybe you were giving birth to imbeciles before, and you go to marry your siblings. Where you now give birth to one thing that is that cannot hold things together, and it's because you married your siblings. Marrying far away from your blood has a way of removing certain traits in your family. Maybe epilepsy or certain congenital defects. Or certain times you see some people give birth to a child and that child does not have a genitalia. They don't have an organ. It could be something that is running in the family and over time has reduced because the blood has been mixed. And it is hidden there. And then you now go to carry one of your siblings to wake it up again. Or maybe you and your siblings, you people are AS and AS, you now marry each other and you start giving birth to sickle cells and they continue dying. Of course, in our traditions, we have a way of saying, okay, yes, but it's arrow. You people are wicked. Because it is children that are coming into this world, you are making them to pay the repercussions of your stupidity. Because that child won't come into this world that way, except because of your actions. That's the only way that child is coming into this world, that way. Because of himeta, because of your actions, that's why that child is coming that way. If you had married someone else or went ahead to sleep with someone else that is not a member of your family, that trait will still be hidden. And the child you would give birth to will still be okay. You're a wicked person. Whether you like it or not, I still see AS marrying AS as two wicked people. Two very wicked and selfish people. Because you already know what will likely happen. You will bring an innocent child to come and start suffering, crying in pains, just because blood that is passing through other people's veins is coursing through their veins and they feel the pains because of your actions. Because you couldn't find a better mate. Can't you see the wicked and they were a problem? So let's assume Noboro, let's come out from traditional angle. Let's look at it from biological angle, since it is the language of science that most of us understand. Even though science itself in real life is spirituality. Some people, madness runs in their blood. And something that's reduced over time because of constant change. and the mixture and all those things, you now go and marry your siblings and you now give birth to a mentally deranged child. I want you to know you're a wicked person and in a maro. The wicked person boy rana. So, you know why we call it taboo, abomination? Everybody will start screaming. Let me say it in a way you understand. You're a wicked person. You woyaro. And oyaro boy in a maro. So let's put it in simpler terms. You don't know what is running through your family, maybe blindness. And because you feeling you go to marry your sibling and you give birth to a child that is blind. Are you not a wicked person? Because of your action, that child came into this world blind. Can't you see you're a wicked person? So you understand. I'm breaking it down to our levels now. Okay, what how wicked and how arrogant I can be. Let me not use that high English, taboo, abomination, or no swala, or let me not just can na kwaroge. Okay, what an arrogant I can. Or I've talked about maybe in your siblings, something that epilepsy, maybe it runs in your family. You get married to your siblings, and at the end of the day, you end up giving birth to a child that is epileptic. Meanwhile, they will the men are your family. It's something that it was happening before. But over time, kind of mix your bara. It went recessive. It went hidden in the genes, and you wake it up because two strong recessive characters now came out to bring it out. It will start dominating again in another person coming in. Is their tradition? Let them continue their tradition or depend for the barrana. Can't you see? No wickedness. But people go on. They continue doing this and they call it omenani. In my village, you marry continue sleeping with your brothers and your sisters. Continue doing that. Continue sleeping with your cousins. Continue sleeping with your father. Continue sleeping with your mother. It is your omenani. I did not say you should stop. Another soon know you. How do you get erection for your sibling? Like your sibling taught you how do you get wet for them? I don't know how you do it. Someone like me, I can't even begin to imagine. I don't know. It's not about societal conditioning or anything, because I know that's what you will call it now. Someone like me, how do you do that? It's not even just person said na akwara amaghị nwanne. That person never ife a na-akpọ discipline. That kind of person can sleep with their child. Na akwara amaghị nwanne. That kind of person can sleep with their child. My father is a farmer on Azuezi. And I started a pig farm sometime last year. And I told him, okay, that my pig is going to give birth to male and female. That he shouldn't, he said he will sell the male. I said, no, I don't want to sell it. Let me keep them so they can be able to impregnate the female one. He said, no, it's not done. I said, is it not pigs? They are not human beings. He said that it causes the species to reduce, that it brings it down. And sometimes when it happens, all the piglets, they die. Imagine, in animals. That most times the piglets die or they become small size, they become stunts, they are not able to grow. I was shocked. I was like, so, okay, this can actually even happen to animals. So imagine human beings. I thought it was about him and his omenani. But then explaining these things caused me to think about human beings. Okay, someone is saying even dogs. He said, no, game, those pigs won't be able to grow again. Or they will all die off. And then human beings said it is okay to do it. And I even noticed that dogs don't even want to sleep with the ones they gave birth to. They go out to look for a dog that is not related to them. Yes, we are all related in one way or the other, but let it be distant, very distant, distant enough to avoid certain things. Distant enough can make certain things avoid in the lineage. Somebody say no bari iwe mmekọ na enwere ihe ọbụla ọ bụ, that is not a problem. No ọbụrụ arụ ka ọ bụ. That is a very big problem and it should be questioned. Why are we correcting it in public? We are correcting it in public because a lot of the public are listening. Everybody is listening. People are listening to him. People are taking that advice. Ifugia, somebody boldly told down a comment section that is not a taboo to marry your paternal cousins. Kedu ihe na your paternal cousins kpagide wee sị ka alaba otu? How do you? Well, I can never understand it. Can never understand it. But people are doing it and they said it is okay. There is nothing to be woke about on this topic, both biologically, physically, traditionally, spiritually, and otherwise. What if the woke on this topic? Manandisi no omenani ha merokwa wee gaba, but maro na ibo ya arụrụ ana while you are doing your omenani. That is why I keep saying that omenani is made by man. That omenani that's nagana ara cousin, ara brothers, ara sisters was started by a man or a woman that likes their brother or their sister or their cousins. That is how it started. So you will know. The people are not meant for tradition. Tradition is meant for the people and it is subject to change. Any omenani you tufo uche gi as a human being. You tufo your number 6. You tufo akon uche gi. Tufo mmụọ gi, the spirits of discernment. That omenani is evil and should be questioned. Victor Nukwu, yes, I must say the auto. Me ekwu ya. O ife a na-ekwu okwu ya, I must say the auto. Because ife nke akarigo, ozi ara na awizi ayi these days. Onye ọbụla na-ayị ara mana ka onye ọbụla mara ebe ara ya jedebe. E wee certain things ekwesịrọ ị na-ekwu n'ọnụ. Certain okwu ihe ekwesịrọ na ntị ekwesịrọ dị na-anụ. Ị gagharịcha ewere onye ọzọ ịfụ. Ihe ara na nwanne gị ma nwanna gị. You see, okay, the cousin did to go the better na ha maybe kasi cousin maybe na pa na ma no go another person. Nka will direct same father. Same father. And you tell me there is no problem. There is no problem. I don't even know where such idea came from. You see, that's why it isn't encouraged for someone to sell 2 puppies, male and female, so that they won't. Even animals know how to mix up. But we humans, certain times, alcohol can they drop on in that body, people that were dropped on their head. Their omenani condemns a woman from breaking kola nut, but their omenani doesn't condemn him from sleeping with his stepsister or cousins. The truth is that no one choose omenani nke dị mma. That is the truth. The moment we understand that we are not subject to omenani, the better for all of us. Because I can apụtakwasị gị tomorrow. I can apụta tomorrow. Asị gị na it's okay for you to be sleeping with your father, or it's okay for you to be sleeping with your mother. No, but they will still say it. faka ga-ekwu that same thing ka anyị na-echekenu na echiche tupu anyị ekwupụ okwu. Of course, ndị ọbụla mere ya eje wee ekwesịghị ka ha mee as in cleansing, ikpucha arụ ha mere na ngwụrụ anụ ha mere anyị. Ha mere nsọ anyị and ha ya ekpocha anyị. They will answer to the earth. Some people will go through akpagharị because they are sleeping with their siblings. Nature that dispersed us as different places with different people on Omaro Ife. It's a different thing that you are from the same kindred though. This one is now father to father, the same father. Ogaro chacha, owokoro, omakwa asaro maro ubia. Ndị mere ya pụtakwuo ife ha melụ. And they should atone for it and don't continue further. Ọ dịrọ ntị mma chacha. Ọ dịrọ ntị mma. Onye ma akwa asa arụ mara obi ya. That is all I have to say. Onye mara asụ ọsụọ n'ikwe. Ị mara asụ sụba na mpata gị since na ị mara asụ. N'oke ya ọbụla sị na ọ mara ka esi egwu anị bụ arụrụ ana ka ọ dị. Oke ya ọbụla sị na ọ mara egwu anị arụ ka ọ dị. Because na ọ maka esi egwu anị. Even a child maka esi egwu anị. Now, that is all I have to say. Based on cleansing, that is not something that you can do by yourself. You meet a dibia na-ekpochewu ani, na-ekpochewu ngwuru. To do that for you.
Hello, sorry. There's no light.
No.
No, I got Zelogi. Okay, the
Okay.
So
Well, we can hear you.
you might not be seeing my face.
Okay.
I like this topic he bring. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
This topic he bring it up very, very okay. You know why we are condemning it public, but not here only one public. And he have a lot of followers. A lot of people believe in him. So on Noka, and the Christians believe in Jesus. Oh well, if Jesus potaketa who you want see, so they believe in him. So that is why. Yes, we need to be very careful. Amen. You sing the mother. Don't make me your mentor. So that tomorrow, whenever I make mistake, you can be boldly enough to tell me my mistakes. I can be your mentor. Don't make me your mentor. Show me mentor.
It's not even about making somebody your mentor. I'm telling you. Because some people, they worship the person. Maybe because of giveaway. They worship you to the point that when you're going into error, they're not even able to tell you you're going out of.
Could you imagine? Now, mother sim na comment section. Sim, no when you hear me, this guy sorry to call his name, but he's the one that made that video. Yotago is a public something comment. Sim, when you hear Kulugadi and John Anya, that anything he said that is perfect. You see it now? Only a kid no wake he always get it in one near one. Yes, meant to you. Equal, menana. asị gị na omenala megide nwaanyị iwe ọjị mana omenala emegide ho gị nwa ịla nwanne gị nya imepe ọtụ nwanne gị labịa ọ na-atọ gị ụtọ alụ na-emekwa n'obodo a
ihe ọjọọ na-atọ ọchị
eziokwu nwee sị kedu ọbụ na ka anyị si emezi omenala nwa nya ala Igbo ịdị mma o tele aka maka na alụla a na-agba afọ
no,
we're not gonna meet it though. We still have millions of years so
it's not anywhere
maka ihe a na-alụ kịta bụ alụla ana. Oh, alụla, that's what I want to contribute. We should be very careful the kind of teaching and our partner at this Facebook as in the mother nabana boon be very careful. It was not tradition. Don't you have your own mind? You want your own taste of reasoning.
So what about
my sister?
Because I opened okay, that's actually all these things.
Mother sim na mpanuku ya confirm na mpanuku ya mba and if the guy who know if mpanuku ya the mbune kunse na mpanuku ga bụ ndị okenye alụla ana si na m si na okenye alụla ana
use akọ na uche gị chi gị ya gị have a descending spirit na mgbe akọwara tu
I dey tell you oh we ihe mmadụ ya akọ isi m transfer ga sit down
as in you would accept it.
Nah, the thing just did not miss you.
Errors today, no. So many errors.
You see that they are connected by blood, not spiritual. What is the meaning of spiritual without blood? What is the meaning?
Or maybe some people not around. So you can imagine if about about saying no, I can't check it. Because some people won't say once you're a spiritualist or let's say a traditional person, then you are an evil person. If you're a woman,
I
put my temple. How come we need what I carry with me per temple? Never what I carry.
Abia Luciano na my shrine. My shrine. Lusukwalo nwekwe na adị mapụta na my shrine no imafukwa mba na my shrine very big. My from na bemo na my uncle. Nwanne m nwoke si na onwe ihe na-adakwa na be anyị o. Then na sim na ase na onwere ebe abịa tụsasị ọbala. Na ọbala tụsasị na their room. No dị ka ọmụnwa na abịa gbusel ha si chime. Mụnwa nya afụcha m dị ka ụlọ nna m. Banyezie dịka hapụzie asịrị anyị banyezie na their room emewe everything done abịa checkwie mgbe afọ bụ nọ nwa ha nwaanyị ya bụ grandchild the man bụ nsọ ya ọbala nsọ ya bụ ihe ototesila ebe ahụ a na-ekwu ya ọgba nkịtị nya ka mụ abịazila ebe a nsị ya na ọ bụrụ na o kwula eziokwu na anyị ga-eje ka anyị jee ṅụọ iyi na o nwere alụsị na-egbu egbu na be anyị ga-ejeje ṅụọ iyi dịga esiwa na ọbala nsọ ya dị ya nne fasịrị afụgo na ọbala ụmụ a na-eme dibịa ka m bụ na so afụrụ aneletin na ihe ọbụla feda ọkụkọ abịaghị m chụọ aja na be ha maọbụ Never if you go there, ndị a God say ha jeje fesasi ọbala na ndị Egypt mgbe ahụ ọ chọrọ doorpost.
When I see
the Lord is going, the rod na-abịa igbus. Biko nne daalụ okwu gị ma mma ya gazielu gị.
It's all right.
You're welcome. Bye bye. Yeah.
Well, be very careful what you digest on this space. Even if no more careful tomorrow, where koa na akpọ ya ụtaba na imi na ya abụzi dị n'imi self because ọ n'imi ka na akpọ ya ụtaba ọ na-akpọ ya n'ọnụ ma ọ na ntị. You should be very careful what you digest. Be very careful who is mentoring you, including me, so that when that person start going into error, you will go hold the person open. Do not worship anybody. Your If you go into error, I will tell you what I want to tell you. Emeka Onyemechi, anyị na-ekwu maka ndị nwoke si na mmiri ewiri ọkala akwụsị na if na ọ bụ na nwoke na ọ bụ na ya wasị nwoke pụọ n'iro, ọ pụọ n'iro wee tụba nwaanyị ime na nwaanyị ahụ mebi mụta nwa nwaanyị, ọ bụ na ọ nụrụ ya anụ na nwa ya nwoke ọ mụ n'ime ụlọ jeela ya bụ nwa nwaanyị na ọ bụrụ a problem, that it is okay, na ọ bụrụ arụ ka ọ bụ. So that is what we are. Or if I okwu a na-etinye ọnụ ya bụ okwu akpụ n'ọnụ mmadụ mmekọrịta nwanne na nwanne ị na-anya efu na ede eme siblings marriage ka ogene mmekọrịta nwanne na nwanne wee na-ekwu ọghọm dị na ya, the disadvantages na ọ dịrọ mma, ọ dịrọ ntị mma chacha ka o ji adị ya mma, both biologically, spiritually, physically and otherwise, na ọ dịrọ mma chacha. So you should beware of who is mentoring you, including me. Mentor gị bawa na error, gwa ihe chọrọ egwu ya gaa yi romantic ife okwu ka ya ese a na-ese ese, but you make sure you say your mind at all times. Kwuo okwu ịfụ arụ kwuru n'ukwu onugbu gwu ya na ọ na-enu inu ịgbarụkwa ya sie ife chọrọ iji ya wee si na ọ bụ na ị ka chọrọ iri. Say what you have to say and you move on. But some people, maka na mmadụ bụ mentor gị ọ na o wee large followership, ọ sị unu chance unu ara chance, ọ sị unu wụọ mamịrị unu awụọ mamịrị, although certain times ịwụ mamịrị dị medicinal. Ọ sị unu mee ka because not this person, you are no longer thinking. You werugo uche gị niile, you werugo akọ na uche gị kpofuo because it is this person that said it. Ewe ife nne m masị ga-asị m mee sia m n'ifo nke a na mama mmịa, wee ihe nna m ga-asị m mee mfọ na ihe a nsị a na mama mmịa. So certain things, when onye na-ege ntị bidoro ịga, do not worship anybody. Asịrọ m mmadụ abụ na mentor gị, but do not worship anybody, because it is when you are worshiping somebody that's when that person is going into error, you won't be able to correct the person. You will want the person anywhere. The person does no wrong in your eyes. There's a problem with idolizing people without your brain. When they go into error, you won't know, and you will continue to follow blindly. So I'm encouraging you, no matter who this person is, if someone is going into error, you correct the person. So all of us there, I call Buhari on. I call Buhari on. I call Tinubu on. I call Hansani on. Have anybody said we should go and call them private and talk to them? Because what they are doing to the public. What they are doing is affecting the public. So if it made the public affect, we will talk. And it is okay. Then we understand that this is not advising others to follow you in your error or hiding behind the women. If you are attracted to your siblings, we will understand that it's a personal case. I don't care if it is women and ABC or just know it is wrong on all fronts. Not Madam women, and you can change it. A put to be a slave to a man, it before that to men. So a put a woman, other gakos to a saying, what you are what as in all the Akari ruling, then there is no need continuing in that error or an error call. There's no need doing that. Normally, all these biological effects from such a union or relationship, definitely we say no, it's the punishment from the land. Of course, it is punishment from the land, but of course, Oyibo would always find a way to tone down certain things with English or medical terms or one thing to tone it down. Just like they said, Eliza is kleptomaniac. Oh, she the anaka. I'm not a woman called area. As long as there's really anywhere is. If it's a disease, once now that water wear is not a disease. Well, that is all I have to say. Because I'll be going up soon. If you have a question, you drop it. Concerning what we've discussed, then in the next 5 minutes, I'll be going off. Yes, asọkata eze anya ekpuru nkata n'isi gwa ya okwu. Ọ mara na ọ na-mess up. Ya bụ ihe a karịa. Good evening, Sandra Ayame. All right. I'm waiting for your questions. Some people will come after this video. Just come and type their question. I will not answer because I'm no longer talking as at when you drop your comments. Because you can type in them. I mean, sometimes some people are type certain things in Kirisha the thing now. And I make Kurokwa Bron ever if you can you can make you type for the thing, I'll just ignore you. I'm waiting for questions based on the siblings' marriage issue.